With the rapid release of upcoming movie trailers and movies alike, it's hard not to take notice of all the incredible cinematic works on constant release. By that, I mean all of the shit. Time and time again, people talk about the effects of COVID on the movie industry, and now there's not a lot of money in it, but the truth is there's an exceptional amount if you constantly produce cheap movies with aggressive marketing. It's unfortunate to see trusted names fall off and create unfulfilling films. Pixar is an unfortunately good example, and so is Disney in entirety. With Luca, Encanto, Lightyear, and especially Turning Red, with Snow White, The Little Mermaid, and especially Wish. But I don't want to destroy everyone's hopes of good cinema or incessantly admonish every studio. I'll just do the same to this year's most anticipated releases. Oh my god, Roadhouse, this shit is gonna be so awesome. Oh shit, Gyllenhaal. I've never liked Gyllenhaal, and I'd like to turn this movie off simply because of that, but I'll put my differences aside and say that because of this trailer itself, I can already assume that the tediousness of modern writing is going to be the downfall of this movie. And Gyllenhaal. Stop reusing the Stranger Things cast. If they ever had a prime, they're past it. I'll admit there are some good actors in the show, but there's some bad too. Mostly Will. Give other actors a chance. It'll be fine even if they're mainstream, but this asshole is too shitty and too mainstream, so fuck off. I don't want to turn this movie off because of the actors either, so maybe Bill Murray can turn it around, but he wasn't able to do that last time. I think the Ghostbusters are dead, and it was the first reboot that killed them. Not because they're women, I swear. This actually looks interesting, but at the same time, possibly mediocre. Though, I thought the same thing of Asteroid City, and I actually think it may have been better than Barbie and Oppenheimer, and definitely Miles Morales, if he was ever in the fight to begin with. So I'll give this film the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see how it plays out. It's Despicable Me. It's goated. What do you want me to say? Putting its legacy behind, the animation is top notch of course, the story seems interesting, and I don't see problems with the overall writing like I did in the other trailers. Bringing its legacy back, although all installments in the series have been enjoyable, a noticeable drop of creativity in the stories has led me to think a little bit less of this release. I hope I change my mind when I go to see this. Oh look, another knockoff John Wick. After The Beekeeper, I realized all action movies are just John Wick off of Wish, and I've never felt the same since. But genuinely, not even considering the fact that it lacks any creativity whatsoever, the writing, acting, and even visuals are just god-awful, and I may not even bother to watch it. I think we've all had enough Deadpool, especially when 2 was mid as shit, but this doesn't look awful, just a little cash grab-esque. All that being said, Ryan Reynolds will probably carry this film to victory, and it's inevitable that the box office will be happy. I didn't like any of the Sonics, but if you're part of the majority who did, you'll probably enjoy this film because it seems just as good and essentially the same film a third time. Lightning round. Twisters didn't need to exist, but now that it does, I still hate it. Argyle was ass. Nobody liked Winnie 1, so fuck this shit. Kung Fu Panda 4 doesn't sound awful, but I still don't want to see it. Inside Out 2 looked like a Pixar comeback until they brought in Dumbass Anxiety. Like, how is that even emotion? Not to take away from people with actual anxiety. The first movie was popular, but ultimately mid, and now that we have 2 more, I'm very disappointed. Despite me trying to make this video a little heartwarming, I'd like to end this video on a sorry but very important note. What the fuck did they do to my boy? The worst visuals of all fucking time. The worst goddamn actors considering the original literally left. And the worst, most shitty, generic, boring story of all time. I'm literally going to kill myself.